Good morning, Lowry, PU College students and faculty. Welcome to Back to Basics. This week we are going to do a study on the simple things and the foundational things of life. Many a times we neglect the most simple things, and we have learned the art of complicating everything that we get. But true foundation is found in the simple things. And this week, we will be going through them. Today, we're going to start off by talking about love. They say every song is a love song. Books are written revolving around love. Movies are made on the theme of love. The plot twist is love. There's a hero and there's a villain. Songs are sung for the love of the country. Songs are written love for family, love for your squad, love for your friends, and so on. But love is the main idea. The first lullaby that your mother sings to you is a love song. The hymn that we might not hear at a funeral is also a love song. Youngsters might say, love makes the world go round. The older folks say that love makes the journey worthwhile. Well, love is important in our relationships, in our classrooms, in our communities, and our campus. It is there. Many of us are looking for it. Some of us have found it. Others have found it but have lost it. A young man comes to Jesus in Matthew 22 and he asks him one question. He says, Jesus, tell me which is the greatest commandment or which is the greatest rule. And Jesus says, you know it. First is love God with all your heart, soul and mind, and love your neighbor as you love yourself. This is the formula for love. Love God first, love your neighbor, and then love yourself. It's like a triangle. At the peak is God, at the other end is your neighbor, and then yourself. You reverse this formula, our communities gets jeopardized. You can't put yourself on the top. If you do that, you'll have a narcissistic person who loves himself all the time. You can't put your neighbor at the top and God at the bottom, because God always comes first. And unless you love God first, you can't love anyone else completely. Love God, love your neighbor like you love yourself. A story is told of a woman whose name was Gladys. She wrote this article in the newspaper and put it. She said, I don't want my husband to die in the gas chamber. I'm willing to become a chef, to become a cleaner. If any lawyer can come and save my husband because he's innocent, and I will work for that person for 10 years. A man named Vincent saw this article in the newspaper, contacted her, became their lawyer and won the case, and this man was set free. The woman was so happy. She said, I'm willing to work for you as a chef or a cleaner for the next 10 years. This lawyer, Vincent, he said, I don't want you to do that. I've seen your commitment. I've seen your sincerity. I don't want any reward. Well, that's what love is. Love does not look for a reward. It does everything without expecting anything back. And when we have this relationship with others where we do things for them without expecting things back, what a world it would be. Love makes the journey worthwhile. Well, Jesus also says that in the end time, in Matthew 24, that love will grow cold. People's hearts will become like snow. In the year 2012, December 14, few weeks before the season of Christmas and the New Year, 20 children were shot to death in their school when Adam Lanza barged in their school, came into their classrooms and shot 20 students and 6 others. Point blank, cold blood. Oh, what a death. People question and ask, how can a person come and kill harmless children? 6 and 7 years of age. Have we lost tender-heartedness, youth? Has our hearts become like stone? Young toddlers running around in the classroom, frightened to see a man with a gun, and there they breathed their last. After which this man killed himself. He had no love for God, no love for his neighbors, and no love for himself. What a sad day when we meet such kind of people, or we become like them. But I get hope when I read this story. I felt a need that I had in my heart that was quenched. The story of this woman and how she waited for her husband. Joseph Gant was a soldier in the army who fought in World War II and the Korean War. In 1950, he was captured by the Koreans. The next year, he was killed. His wife Clara was waiting for him every day in their home. She went to the government officials and asked, "Is my husband alive? Is he captured? Please tell me. If not, please send the body home. Whatever has happened to him, please let me know. I am waiting for him." She sends messages to him. She waited for many years. When she was 94 years old, the body was sent all the way from Korea to the United States. There, a body. She saw her husband's body. Reporter came to her and asked her this question. "What do you have to say?" She said, "My husband told me to go and remarry in case something happened to him. But I told him no. I will wait for him to come home, alive or dead." Oh, this woman waited for her husband. She said that she will wait until she sees Jesus when he comes the second time. Oh, love bears all things, love believes all things, love endures all things, love never fails. It is love that makes the world go round, but it's love that's foundational for our societies and our homes. And when I read the story, I was touched. It shows us of tender-heartedness, something that you and I can have in this sin-sick world, in this world that is cold with hatred. Because when I woke up this morning, someone had a heartbreak, someone had a divorce, some young one was abused and a woman was raped, because love is vanishing from our world. But you and I can make a difference. And the difference is found in our words today. Let us love God first. And when we find God, loving our neighbor is easy. And loving ourselves is the whole package. When we love God, let us all love one another, because love never fails. May God bless each one of you.